Tune in for Patrick Ching's Painting in Paradise, exclusively on OC16.
Aloha, I'm Patrick Ching, and thank you for joining me on Painting in Paradise. In this episode, we get to know a native Hawaiian water bird called Alae Ula.
Alae is the Hawaiian name for this bird, and ula is the color red. Its common English names are Hawaiian mudhen, moorhen, or gallinule. We'll learn how to draw and paint the Alae Ula on this wet and wild episode of Legend has it that the Alae Ula stole the secret of fire from the gods and gave it to the Hawaiian people. In the process, he was scorched by the fire and forever bears the mark of the flame on his forehead. In one version of the legend, described in the Maui Superman song, sung by Israel Kamakawiwa Ole, the demigod Maui catches Alae and forces the secret of fire from him. Like most Hawaiian water birds, the Alae Ula are an endangered species and are now protected by law. Much of their wetland habitat has been lost to development, and their numbers have declined due to introduced diseases and predators like cats, dogs, rats, and mongoose. Although they don't have webbed feet, the Alae Ula do have long, wide toes that help them swim and wade among the water plants in search of their favorite foods like plant seeds, algae, and tiny snails. Alae Ula live on the islands of Oahu and Kauai. Some good places to see Alae Ula and other Hawaiian water birds are in the taro fields of Hanalei on Kauai, and on Oahu at the Hamakua Canal in Kailua, and Waimea Falls Park. Alae Ula are virtually absent from the other Hawaiian islands. Alae Ula babies are animated and striking, starting to show the colors of their adult parents. The other Hawaiian water birds that share habitat with the Alae Ula are the Ai'o, Hawaiian stilt, the Alae Keokeo, Hawaiian coot, Koloa, Hawaiian duck, and Auku'u, the black-crowned night heron.
Now get your paper, pencils, paints, whatever you want to use to color with, because when we return, I'll show you how to draw the Alae Ula.
Alright, so now I'm going to show you how I go about drawing the Hawaiian water bird called the Alae Ula. And just as I do with most of my drawings, I'm going to start off forming up my bird, and I'm going to be pressing softly. How are we going to press? Softly. That's right. I want you to use a pencil if you got one. I'll be using a pen so you can see it a little better. And then I'm going to come back over my form up lines with an actual darker pen so you can really see it. So if you're at home, you got a pencil and maybe a pen to finish it off, that might be nice. Or you can just finish it off with pencil. Who knows, you might want to start going and coloring and painting that right away. You ready? Alright, loosen up now. I want you guys all tight. Oh, yeah. Okay, get loose, because I want you to flow your hands and press softly, okay? I'm going to start my Alae Ula with its body right there. And the body's going to be kind of like an egg or a tear shape, okay? I'll start it right there about that big, okay? That's where the body's going to be. Then I'm going to determine where the head's going to go. And I tell you what, I'll just put a little circle around there where I want my head to go, okay? Now I'm going to connect the body to the head like that. Okay? Just with a couple lines like that, nice and easy. Remember that these lines are not like the finished lines. They're just to give you a guide of where things are going to go. I'm going to make another little circle right around there where the tail's going to go. And right up here, I'm going to make like another teardrop shape for the wings. Notice that I use teardrop shapes a lot, especially in birds, okay? I'm going to put a wing up there, and it's going to be kind of a teardrop shape right around there. See the wing forming up? Yeah. I'm going to put another wing back there, and it's just going to kind of peek out over there a little bit, like that wing that's in the back on the other side. Alright, we start to see our bird forming up. Yeah, there's the head, the body, the tail. I'm going to give him a little oval here for like the drumstick, although we don't eat these birds. Nope, these are endangered water birds. Then I'm going to go ahead with little ovals for the long-legged parts, okay? I'm going to go with little ovals, and I'll have him stepping out of the water like that. Maybe a little circle there where his knee or ankle, whatever you call that part, goes. Put another oval over here. And now the Alae Ula has 3 toes, okay? 3 long ones up front, and then kind of a, I don't know, kind of a claw in the back. I don't know all the technical terms all the time, but I better learn them. Maybe you guys can help me learn them, okay? So I'm going to kind of put 1, 2, and 3 toes over there, and 1 kind of a claw toe in the back. Okay, now that's my leg that's coming up front. Behind that, I can go and put another leg. This leg's going to be kind of going into the water. That's where it's going to go, right around there. Now what I have left to do is the shield, or the beak and the shield. You know, that famous shield of the Hawaiian gallinule. Yep. It's a beak and frontal shield, it's called, and it's about like that, okay? The maka, you know what the maka is, yeah? It's the eye. It's going to go right around there. And I'll put a little line right around there. And now you can start to see the form-up design of my Alae Ula. Now I'll go and get a bigger pen. I'll use these lines as my form-up. Maybe in your drawing those would be pencil lines. Now you can press a little harder, or you can get a pen and see what I do with this. This is a guide for me to form up my Alae Ula. And I can make adjustments still when I do my details with this larger pen, okay? Just kind of go watch what I do, and then you can go and do it. I'm going to come right around here, kind of swoop that all the way right to that little leg. I called it the drumstick. I hope nobody gets mad at me for that, but now I'm going to form up his leg, kind of making it thin over here. 1, 2, 3, kind of long, skinny toes. There's that claw. And the back leg. This one's going to kind of go right into the water here, and it's just going to end. You know why? Because I'm going to give it some water to flow around it like that. It's like it's walking through the water. You see that? Okay. Back to the frontal shield and the beak area. Beautiful shield. The one that has that yellow spot up front, you know. Okay, right around the top of the head. Okay, just going to the top of the head, swooping it to the top of the body. Just like that. Don't forget the maka. You need this bird to be able to see what he's going for, yeah? Alright. Okay, now the wings, we're going to kind of treat the wings like a teardrop shape. I'll start down here. And with the wings, I'll start these long feathers here. They're called primary feathers. You know, they'll come up. And he's got some kind of white feathers sticking out around there. Okay. Some bigger feathers there. Alright, you see them? Now up there he's got another wing behind there, and I'm just going to make it go behind. You'll see a little hint of it back there, and boom. Looks like he's got 2 wings, yeah? One in front of the other. Now you can make some kind of feathers like that. The tricky part is going to be the tail. A little bit tricky, not too tricky. We formed it up right there. I'm going to make it a little bit square over here and give it some lines for the tail feathers there. Okay, now right under that has a tuft of white feathers, and they come around there. And then we'll connect the back of the tail, little jaga line right to the body, and boom. We've got our Alae Ula. We've got his maka. Here, I'll leave a little glint in his eye and make the eye kind of dark over there. And we've got that beautiful frontal shield that when you're coloring it, you can color it red. If you want to, you can give it a couple little toenails. And then you can go and draw whatever you want in the background. Look, we've got a beautiful little bird over here. It's a great start to give us something to paint. So now that you've got your bird drawn, you can decide whatever you want for the background and go ahead and put it in there. You know, you can have the edge of the water there. You can have grass or taro. Oh yeah. You can just decide what you want in the back of your bird. You want mountains. Oh, you can put mountains. Oh, those look like some familiar mountains actually. Clouds and whatever you want for your background, okay?
When we return, we'll have a wet and wild painting party.
Aloha, my name is Joni. I grew up and live in Kaneohe. I work with the Conservation Council for Hawaii. This nonprofit organization is over 65 years old, and our mission is to protect Native Hawaiian animals, plants, and ecosystems for future generations. Did you know that Hawaii is the endangered species capital of the United States? Many threats to our plants and animals include invasive species, climate change, and neglect. My ancestors relied on these plants and animals for survival. They're in our DNA. So please kukua by volunteering or joining us. Mahalo.
Experience a lifetime of discovery all in a single day. Encounter beauty, explore, wonder, and be amazed as Hawaii's vibrant aquatic world unfolds before your eyes. A day of adventure awaits you at Maui Ocean Center, the Hawaiian Aquarium. Immerse yourself in Maui's underwater paradise and explore its fascinating inhabitants, from the smallest and most delicate sea creatures to mesmerizing rays and sharks. Learn about the deep cultural connection between the Hawaiian people and the seas that surround the islands. And come face to face with some of the ocean's most mysterious and elusive creatures. Don't miss Hawaii's top-rated family attraction, Maui Ocean Center, conveniently located in Ma'alaia. For more information, call 808-270-7000 or visit MauiOceanCenter.com.
Today we'll be joining Nakeki Ohalalea at the Hanalei Community Center as they draw and paint the Alae Ula.
My name's Patrick Ching, and I'm going to be with you today to paint a very special bird that you have right outside your door, and it's called the Alae Ula. You ever see this bird before? Yeah. Anybody recognize this bird? Yeah? You notice what color does it have on its forehead?
Red.
Red.
A bit of orange.
Right.
Like that.
And this is a very special bird in Hawaiian culture, and there's a legend about it. They say that the Alae Ula went up to the gods, stole fire from the gods, and gave it to the Hawaiian people. And we're going to learn how to draw and paint this bird, and I want your wheels turning in your mind right now. You guys think of what you want to put behind your Hawaiian gallinule or Alae Ula. We're going to paint the bird just like that, the Alae Ula. And you can have a background of water or grass or a rainbow. But before we start painting, I'd like everybody to get a pencil. One of the main ingredients for drawing, get a pencil. You got a pencil? And you got your panel to draw on. Do a little bit of drawing, and then we're going to do some painting. Okay? So I tell you what, everybody, now we're going to learn how to draw the Alae Ula. You can go ahead and use a pencil, and I remember, I want you to press softly.
Whenever I'm holding painting workshops, I encourage folks to learn to paint birds like the Alae Ula, who have dark feathers with shiny colors on them. When painting these birds, I usually start by painting the black areas first, and while the paint is wet, that's when I add colors like blue, purple, aqua green, and brown to the mix.
Thank you for joining me on Painting in Paradise. I'm Patrick Ching, and I'd love to see what you painted, so why don't you send it to patrick@paintinginparadise.tv. Aloha. Aloha everybody, and thank you so much for being here to help us dedicate this mural and to put all of our good thoughts into the successful release and survival of the halala back into the wild of the Hawaiian forests. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for putting their love and aloha into the mural. It is by myself and the beautiful people of Hilo. And here we have the aloha raising their young in the nest back in the Hawaiian forest with the canoes and the rest of the wildlife, even their housemate and sometimes predator, the io, Hawaiian hog, and other animals, the hula blossoms and the iiwi. Really appreciate you coming out, and I wanted to send our aloha to Reverend Kraft. Reverend.
Awesome seeing the children working together with everyone else. Mahalo for that. And I would say this one word that came to me was inspired. And what happened is you have this incredible gift and this aloha that you shared with the keiki. And they now have something that will be shared with people who walk up and down our streets and visit our city. We'll see all of these murals, all of your guys' paintings, and all of your aloha. And I'm just so proud of you guys, and I'm so happy for Mrs. Wines and the class that they got to participate in this project.
Mahalo, everybody.
If I were a painter, I would paint my reverie. If that's the only way for you to be with me, we'd be there together, just like we used to be, underneath the swirling skies for all to see.